Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Maino's here. New Maino.
Wouldn't have it no other way.
On a Friday.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him since before Valentine's Day.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
But it's so good to have my guy Maino in the building. Woo. And, you know, we do have Senator Kevin Parker joining us today.
Yeah.
He's a senator in Brooklyn, from Brooklyn. He's been a senator for 21 years, by the way, so there's a lot going on that I think we need to discuss. It's also an election year.
That's right.
And so he'll give us some insight to what's going on. And these are issues that affect not just New York, but all over. When you think about what's happening with migrants, when you think about police brutality and all of those things, relationships in the community, affordable housing,
right.
All of those things, okay? And of course, we're going to start the show with some positivity. And I know Maino's going to want to shine a light when we come back. 800-292-5150. You are looking so happy today.
Hey, listen, I'm always happy, baby. I'm just happy to be here.
But today, you're looking extra happy.
You gotta stop it.
What?
You gotta stop it.
You're glowing.
Don't I glow all the time, though?
No, you're like glowing
Not like,
today.
I glow.
Gotta
like.
do a shot. All right. 800-292-5150. Call us up. We're gonna shine a light.
Yep.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino's in the building.
New Maino, baby.
New Maino, hit that drop.
Yeah, hit that drop every time.
And Maino, I know you want to shine a light today.
I do.
Okay.
I want to shine a light on two beautiful managers at the West House Hotel.
Okay, the West House Hotel.
Yeah.
That sounds fancy.
Imani and Paige. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Very hospitable.
What is the West House Hotel? I never.
Up the block.
Right up. Okay. Oh.
55th.
What was going on there?
I'm just saying.
Why were you at a hotel?
I didn't say I was there. I'm saying I want to shine a light.
You know what? It is really important whenever you go to check into a hotel,
right,
that there's people that are very...
It makes a bigger difference.
It does.
Because when you go there and they nasty, then it's like...
And they should treat everybody like a VIP.
Yes.
No matter who you are. And I'm sure they're not going to disclose what you were doing there. And, you know, privacy is really important.
Disclose who? Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say I was there. But shout out to Imani and Paige. I just want to shine a light on y'all. West House Hotel.
All right. Well, we're glad that you're here after Valentine's Day. We appreciate you. All right, now, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is the number. Tasha, who you want to shine a light on?
Hi, I want to shout out my best friend Kia and her business. She's out Atlanta right now, but we from Philly, and she went out Atlanta to make her dream bigger than what it is. Mm-hmm. And she has been struggling, but she's been holding on, and I just want to shout her out.
Well, what's her business? Maybe people can send some money her way, like buy some things.
She's a caterer, and her Instagram is Classy with a K. So it's KLASSY dot experience 365.
Okay. Classy with a K dot experience 365.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for calling and showing some love to your friend. Because, listen, hopefully some people now hit it up. I'm going to go look at her food right now.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
I love you, girl.
I love you, too. All right. Well, that was Shine a Light. 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, we definitely still want to hear your Shine a Light. And when we come back, I mean, since it is a Valentine's Day week and since Maino isn't here glowing, we're going to talk about new relationships and we'll give you some warnings on if you mess with her man. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the room.
From industry shade to all the gossip.
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to me.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Maino's in the building. And love is in the air. And let's get into some love stories with Yee T. No, it's Yee T.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, what are you so on edge for,
Maino? I
Maino?
thought maybe you was, throwing that shot of Valentine's.
Oh, you are so paranoid. But Chance Combs, that's Diddy's daughter that he has with Sarah Chapman, is dating Chloe and Haley's brother, Branson Bailey. So the two of them have been spotted together. They look a cute couple.
How old are they?
How old is Chance now? She was born in 2006. So what is she, 18?
That's 18.
Yeah, she's 18 years old. Or she'll be 18 this year, so she's 17. Damn. Yeah, and that's cute, and he's 18.
Time is timing.
Yeah. Right? Remember when she was born? So that's a cute couple. Now, Destior and Rilo Rodriguez, people are saying that they're dating as well. Valentine's Day, she shared an image of her flowers and a cute little CD that she received, and he posted the exact same CD, To My Love, Happy Valentine. So unless this is something that is mass produced and it's a coincidence, people are saying that the two of them are dating. By the way, Destior is pretty fly too. All right, and J-Lo recently was on Today with Hoda and Jenna, and she was talking about women flirting with Ben Affleck. Here's what she had to say.
Don't play with me. Do not play with me.
What would you do if someone started flirting with Ben?
Oh, no.
Come on. What would you do? You're standing right there in plain sight.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay. However,
I would let them know in a very elegant and ladylike way to step all the way off.
What would you do if somebody flirted with somebody you were dating?
I would be like, she bad, right? You want her?
Maino.
You like that, right?
That sounds awful.
You gotta egg it on. You like that, right? You want her?
All right. And
Let me show you how to get her.
And by the way, Cardi B and Offset were together on Valentine's Day. We
Nice.
we
Good
should
for
know
them.
that by now, but they had a date in Miami.
Good
so
for them.
it looks like they may possibly be working it out.
I like that.
And now let's talk about one of your favorite topics, Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen.
They back together.
According to a Page
Old
6
Leatherface.
exclusive, he allegedly made a scene at the taped Real Housewives of Miami reunion. Multiple sources are telling that to Page 6. They said that he shared some intense opinions about the other ladies during a backstage, what they're calling quote unquote outburst. The women did not hear what Marcus said backstage and didn't even know about the incident until after the reunion taped, but it was captured and the ladies have been made aware of it. Now, another insider is saying that what Marcus said is so bad that it would change the cast's opinion of him should it ever get out. He had very strong reactions to what was said at the reunion and made some heated remarks about the cast and about the show at large. So, can't imagine what those remarks would be, but we'll find out.
Okay.
I'm sure at some point.
So they back together though.
Yeah, it seems like they are back together.
I feel like he wanted that.
What, to get back together?
Yeah, I feel like he wanted.
You don't
that.
think she wanted it too?
I feel like she would do whatever she needs to do for her. I feel like she's gonna choose herself first. This is just my opinion. I feel like he was just like, nah, let's figure it out. I believe in love.
You know what though? Those reality shows will sometimes put a wedge in somebody's relationship when things are happening. And
got it. That's right.
Yeah, so that's not an easy thing to have to deal with, in addition to any type of trials and tribulations that come up during a relationship. Not only that, now we filming a reality show and we got all these people weighing in.
Right.
I'm standing here holding your purse while these women are acting.
And that's what I'm saying. Judging by the way he was standing when he was here, yeah, he pushed for that.
All right, because I've never seen him wild out like that.
Nah,
so,
I don't think that's in him.
Yeah, I don't know what really happened. But they'll always make you seem also like he had an outburst.
Yeah.
But maybe...
Some bad guy.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. It's Way Up.
So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino is in the building. And it's time for About Last Night. Let's talk about 1 minute ago first, though. We were talking about Rachel Dolezal and her OnlyFans page and how she lost her job. And I'm over here showing Maino some of her OnlyFans content.
She out here getting to it.
Yeah, Rachel Dolezal was the one who worked at the NAACP.
And played like she was black, but was really a white woman the whole time. So she was like getting those tans. She was going in the tan machine.
Yes, and the curly hair and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at some of that content now because it ain't like you need to subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans to see stuff always.
Well, you probably don't see everything.
You won't get everything,
but you'll get some stuff.
It leaks out.
Right. So she's an OnlyFans star.
Am I allowed to say that?
It leaks out?
Yeah. Now, what did you do? What did you do yesterday, Maino?
Oh my God! I went to the studio for a little bit, and
how far along are we with this?
No, we almost done. Next week we should be done.
So this is you and Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next week
we should be
all right,
done.
And then what? Do we have a date or do you have a?
The project is going to come out in May.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop a project before that, EP. Mm-hmm. So the song with me and Young Thug is gonna come out. It's gonna come out probably about a week or two.
Oh, nice. No. And what about an update on your show?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the final Trailer. I should have that today though.
Okay.
I got a different one than the one I showed you.
All right. And then so yesterday, speaking of shows, I'm finally caught up on Sisters, so I'm current now with season 7. So that's what I was doing was I've been like binge watching. There's so many episodes in the season. It's like 24. And so it's on the
in
7th
one season?
Yes.
Oh God.
It's a lot.
That's the never-ending story.
So many things to talk about there. So I think at some point, because I saw Fatima was trending yesterday, so I was like, all right, let me catch up and see what's going on with Fatima.
24
But she's the gangster one on the show as far as in relationships and dealing with other people and her connections to the streets. And so we love to see it. And then I went and got my hair trimmed. Shout out to my girl Carter. I went to her salon, which is in Manhattan. And so, my hair... Here's the thing. Whenever I have certain stuff to do, I'm always trying to like at least get some braids. But I was like, let me stop being lazy and just get my hair trimmed so I can wear it out, because I feel like sometimes you got to take a break from getting the cornrows, from getting the braids, and just do the natural thing.
Do you ever wear a wig?
Yeah, sometimes. Not a lot, though. But I do have, shout out to Private Label Extensions in Detroit, my hair store. Yeah. That's on 8 Mile and DeQuinder. We have amazing wigs. I love a headband wig. I will say during the pandemic, every time I had to do certain Zooms, I was definitely putting on a nice headband wig, because that's easier. All you got to do, because it has the headband, is you put it on, and you could put a headband on top of that, and it's easy to put on. It takes like 2 seconds.
They won't see your edges.
Yeah, you won't. You can see my edges. Because it has a headband, you could push it back.
Oh, okay.
And then you could just leave the edges out and it looks real. So shout out to everybody with the amazing wigs that are trying to make sure that they, don't have to worry about it. It's a protective hairstyle. People have to realize that too. It protects your real hair from having to use heat. All right, when we come back, it's time to tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. That's why Maino's really here. He wants to hear your secrets. And he gets so mad when he's not here and y'all say something wild and he's not here to judge you. 800-292-5150. Call us up and tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. It's way up.
Way up. Shh. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Maino's in the building.
It's a judgment-free zone, right?
Yeah, you can't judge anyone with all them secrets.
I mean, people need the truth.
800-292-5150 is the number. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
So my secret is one of my best friends, the girls, is trying to talk to me, and I didn't tell him yet. I got the screenshots and everything, but it's just like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what do you really do in that kind of situation?
Wow.
Do you tell him? Because I know, Maino, you won't understand what I'm saying.
Would you want to know, Maino?
Want to know what? One of your best friend's girls is trying to talk to you?
He has the screenshots, he has evidence, but...
And are you trying to talk back to her?
No, never.
All right, so you shouldn't... Yeah, first of all, if this is your best friend, this is like your brother, you should have some type of... you should stand on some type of moral code when it comes to something like that. You should let him know if you feel like that.
What is she saying in these messages? I just want to know.
I always wanted you. You know how you first meet a group of friends, and I guess she didn't make the right pick the first time.
Oh, she chose the wrong one. That's the
Right,
worst.
but if this is your brother, then I would tell him.
I'm not even trying to no cocky stuff or nothing like that, right? So I'm that friend in the group. This kind of stuff always happens to me all the time. So it's just like, I told one of my other
you the that all the girls want.
He's the catch.
Yeah.
And I be chilling for real. I be chilling. I don't need to be doing nothing for real. I'm just myself. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really be drawn or nothing like that.
You.
I would tell him because he don't need no girl like that.
Yeah, I might just call him after this, John.
Yeah, call
him. Let him know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a lot. All right, well, thank you for calling.
Thank y'all. See you later. All right, Maino.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. You want to tell me and Maino a secret? No judgment, anonymously.
Yeah, so I had borrowed my sister's car, and as I was driving, I knocked off her side view mirror, and I've had the car for a week now, and I have not told her yet. And I think what I'm going to say is that someone just did a hit and run, and I have no idea who did it.
Why don't you fix it?
Right. Just get it fixed.
Because I can't afford it.
You shouldn't have been driving it.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do.
Do you know how much it costs to fix it? Have you checked into it?
I did. I think it's like $400. It's a lot more expensive than you would think.
That is a lot, $400.
I understand that, but you gonna lie to your sister after you got her? So she got it.
Yeah, you kind of got to tell the truth on this one. But it's not her asking for advice. She's just telling us a secret. So I can't
what it is.
tell her what to do.
I'm telling her what to do.
So you're sure you're gonna lie, or are you trying to figure it out?
Don't lie.
I think I'm going to lie. I mean,
what's the worst that can happen?
The truth will come out one day.
But let me ask you one more thing. Let me ask you this, though. Aren't you still responsible even if it wasn't your fault because it was in your possession?
Technically. But my other plan was to just drop the car off at home, pretend like that didn't happen to me, and park it in the street. And when she comes out, she sees it herself and thinks that someone drove by, hit it, and knocked it off.
You a bad sister.
Oh, my goodness. I still blame you, though.
So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
She's not asking for advice. She's just telling us.
She don't even care about what I'm talking about.
Right. It ain't about right or wrong. It's about what's about to happen.
I'm doing this. I'm going to tell this lie. I don't care what you say.
She got all kind of plans. All right, but thank you for calling.
See you later.
Thank you.
Liar.
Well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, let's talk about Desus and Mero. What happened with the two of them? Did they ever try to make it happen again? Well, the kid Mero was on his 7 a.m. in Brooklyn podcast with Carmelo and will tell you what led to their split and all kinds of things. People are still hoping they'll get back together. UT is next. It's Way Up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Maino's in the building.
New Maino! That's right. You on point today.
On point.
Yeah.
And you're talking about your drop, New Maino.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's get into some Yee tea. So, Desus and Mero, everybody's always been wondering what happened with the two of them. What was this disagreement about? And so Mero gave his version of events. He was on his 7 a.m. in Brooklyn podcast with Carmelo Anthony. And he talked about some of the issues that they were having. Now, apparently they were going to have a huge movie deal that was on the table. He had some ideas about owning your own IP and making more money that way. But Mero and Desus were not on the same page. Here's what he had to say.
I was very much so aiming for ownership, being a production company. It seems like they're preparing Desus for Hollywood. And I heard that and I was just like, the next level of Hollywood is Desus, Victor, myself, sitting down with Judd Apatow and saying, yo, we're going to do a movie. The movie gets written, and he's like, I ain't really feeling it. This dude is like a kingmaker. If you get in there, you make a banger with him, you solidify.
Wow. Imagine saying, I don't want to do this with Judd Apatow.
He had other plans.
Yeah. But, I mean,
go solo.
Well, here's what else Mero had to say about, of course he tried to bring this up to him again, and you want to try to salvage that relationship and figure out how can we move forward, and he said he tried.
Do you think a conversation will ever happen?
A conversation happened a couple times, and it was just a very no doubt.
No, not from a creative standpoint.
No, from like a business.
No, as men.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Jesus wanted to do his own thing.
Jesus.
Was it?
Oh, you said Jesus.
Yeah, what's his name?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, but in response, Jesus said that it was cap. Pretty much.
He said that.
He
That's
didn't
not true.
say it, but it was a gift. Yeah, he said.
Okay.
So I'm sure at some point he's going to give his side of the story about what happened.
Jesus.
All right, the NBA on TNT crew. It is All-Star Weekend. Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley will be in special broadcast. It is in Indianapolis this year. So yesterday, inside the NBA, all the stuff going down. Do you watch the NBA All-Star game and?
Of course.
Everything that goes on the whole entire weekend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the
rookie All-Star,
the 3-point shooting contest. Yep. The dunk contest is the most exciting one. I kind of feel like. Who do you think is going to win this year?
I don't know.
All right, well, let's not forget that is all going to be happening all weekend. The All-Star game starts at 8 p.m. on Sunday. Now, another thing that's happening in Indianapolis, Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps have linked up after their online spat. Remember, they had that back and forth. And so Shannon Sharpe posted, as promised, no video required, no audio required, just a picture for proof. We are good. And that's what he wrote in the caption.
I'm going to see if you really about that.
I mean, and Mike Epps is still continuing to make jokes, even though they squashed their beef. So I don't know if they're going to do an episode.
We're going to probably see Mike Epps on the show.
Isn't Mike Epps from Indianapolis too?
Yeah, he's from there.
He has that show where he's rehabbing the whole neighborhood.
Yep, that's where he's from.
All right, and Nike has teamed up with Megan Thee Stallion on an inclusive collaboration that is celebrating all bodies. So out today is the Megan Thee Stallion approved Nike by You footwear and apparel collection that's called Hot Girl Systems. It is designed to empower and celebrate all bodies and all movements to create an inclusive and accessible space in fitness. So it's about 3 years in the making since they've been working on this, and she's been working with Nike on it since 2021. According to Meg Thee Stallion, she told Essence.com this all came together organically and that both of them share the same values of empowering people in their fitness and wellness journeys. All right, so shout out to her for that. You can see pictures of the clothing that's available. It launched on her birthday, which was February 15th. And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. Imagine you are stupid enough to go rent out an Airbnb to go cheat on your wife. We'll tell you what happened to this person who, unfortunately now for him, everybody knows the story. It's way up.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Maino's in the building.
Good morning.
Let's get into some Under the Radar. Man, imagine this. Now, y'all know I'm an Airbnb owner. Okay, so one thing we don't do is mind other people's business.
Right.
Now, one Airbnb host tried to extort a married guest. This person was going to share security footage of him with another woman because he left a bad review of his stay, according to this alleged lawsuit. Sean Mackey, who lives in Mississippi, he rented a house in Memphis for a weekend reunion with old friends. This was in 2022. And he booked the stay from September 9th through the 11th. It was for himself and 3 other guests who had tickets to a football game, but he also told the superhost Pamela that he might be inviting a few other old friends. And apparently, Mackey, who lists the home on Airbnb, rented this property for $567 per night, but refused to pay an additional $960 fee that was issued after he cited that he'd broken 2 house rules in the Airbnb.
I'm people.
You do stuff like that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's when Pamela responded and retaliated by emailing his wife security camera footage of him and another woman. So imagine something like that happens to you.
He's a sucker.
Yeah. So, she, because she's the one that emailed the photo.
Oh, she.
Yeah. But you know what? I also feel like I would not probably, knowing that I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing, left a bad review on an Airbnb because you don't know what could happen from that. So now there's a whole lawsuit situation. An Airbnb representative got in touch with Sean Mackey on September 14th saying they would investigate his claims. They temporarily suspended Pamela's account and his account with a permanent termination threatened. He tried to explain himself in an email insisting that he had done nothing wrong. But it was all kinds of back and forth with these two things. I mean, at the end of the day, when you rent an Airbnb, it's nobody's business. But he also did break the rules as far as inviting more people because it is true. Like,
did they spend the night?
I don't know if all those people spent the night. But, he said there was a list of dinner guests, which was a total of 9, plus maybe a few more. And he said 4 or 5 of them would stay overnight. And then that's when Pamela wrote back, we will be able to accommodate a maximum of 8 guests. This is due to city restrictions and capacity at our home. I apologize. We had not discussed the guest count tripling. And she said there would be a cost to each guest, even those that didn't stay overnight. So she did give him that information, and then he left a bad review, and then she sent the picture. Wow. I don't know whose side I would be on.
That could have been me. You know, I'm kicked off Airbnb. I'm banned.
Well, let's make sure you don't use my house. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. And now we do have Senator Kevin Parker joining us later today to discuss issues that are national for everybody, and also the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Let's go.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Maino.
Good afternoon.
Whoop, whoop. All right, let's get into some Yee T. Crime Mob's Diamond. She is engaged. We all know Diamond, but I had to say from Crime Mob. Diamond ATL. She's engaged to her boyfriend, who is a boxer. So shout out to the two of them. There's video that is circulating online where you can see him down on one knee. She posted it on her Instagram page, but she said yes. So congratulations.
I thought she was still with Scrappy.
No.
They was just together recently.
That was a little
like what?
While ago.
2 months ago?
But, you know, Scrappy's been with Erica, and then I think he has, I don't know what's going on with him. But
it's a love triangle.
She's engaged. So there you have it.
Happy for her.
All right, Basketball Wives LA. This is a Jasmine brand exclusive. They're gearing up to film a new season. Evelyn Lozada and Jennifer Williams are confirmed to return. So the two of them will be back on the new season. Now, Jennifer is getting married soon in Paris. Okay. So I'm sure that's going to be.
Have that on the show.
I would think
you going to the wedding?
Yes.
Nice.
I'll be at the. Are you coming?
Am I invited?
I don't know. Let's
Probably
find out.
not.
Let's find out.
Okay.
All right. Now, Jeezy says that he believes he would be where Jay-Z and Dr. Dre are if only he would have gotten into business earlier. He was on the Adversity Advantage podcast, and here's what he said.
I had my stance of like when I first came up in the music game, I wanted to still live a certain type of way because that's what I felt like was going to get me to the next level. I think if I took that time knowing what I'd known and strategically went into the business even earlier, I would be with a lot of my other peers right now, but I'm still gonna get there. But you know, you think about the Dr. Dre's and the Jay-Z's and all that. It's just like they just got the game earlier.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I relate to that statement.
You know what? We all feel like if we would have known what we know now
That's
earlier.
Right.
I mean, I always say I wish I would have started investing way earlier than I did, because then, you know, the way that things would have multiplied for me by now.
Right.
It would have been great, but you don't know what you don't know.
Hindsight is always 20/20, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you got to go through things in life to.
Right, you have to go through them to kind of like define who you are.
I'm always like, there's times in my life when I was younger, I got a big check at once. I'm like, man, I could have bought a brownstone in Brooklyn, you know, but you just don't know that. And then later on, when you have some more financial and business savvy, that's when you realize
you got to live through it.
All right, now Schoolboy Q says that he's going to be rapping till he's 80 years old. Somebody said on social media, Denzel Beats says, Schoolboy Q may be releasing his best project so late in his career. Everything about Blue Lips' magnificent rapping, visuals, and rollout. And Schoolboy Q replied, late? Told y'all I'm blank face. I'm going out like BB King. I'm rapping till 80 on God.
I like that. I like that.
Everybody always talks about retirement. He's like, ain't can't stop, won't stop. I'm going to be 80 years old.
Yeah.
And so, and I can see that, you know, you see rock and roll musicians, country musicians.
It's music. You should be able to make music just as long as you feel like making it. It's art. It's not sports where your knees go bad. You got to jump up and down like you use your mind, you know?
It'd be interesting to see what new music as an 80-year-old sounds like. Like, what are you rapping about? Things that you're really going through.
Yeah, man. Yeah, your lifestyle, being in the old, being in old folks' home, making it rain in the den room.
All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, you know it is a Friday, so it's a New Music Friday. We got some snippets for you guys. In the meantime, let's get to Schoolboy Q's former label mate, Kendrick Lamar. Here's Love. It's Way Up.
It's relationship or career advice. Angela's dropping facts.
Thought you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. The award-winning advice giver Maino's here with me.
No, Maino!
Don't forget it. And we have an Ask Yee on the line, and he's actually called before. We have Los. What's up, Los?
Hey, what's going on? How you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you? Me and Maino are here to give you some advice.
So I have this thing that's happening. I'm like meeting young ladies, or it's my first time meeting them, and then it seems like the vibe and the energy is good. But then somehow I end up like on red, or they don't reply back to the DMs.
What you be saying?
And it be good energy. It's a pattern too, so I don't know what I'm doing.
It's a pattern. So are you ever meeting up with them in person, or this is just through DMs?
No, this is in person. Like I might go out to the club, and they would come to me most of the time too. On top of that, it's not like a one night stand or anything like that. But then after that, left on red, or like.
So this is after you have sex?
No sex. Okay.
Nah, you definitely ain't getting no sex.
So give us an example of a message you might send. Like, what are some things you say?
I would just say, last night was great. I would like for us to hang out, go get some food, chill, something like that.
And they be like,
They be like, no, nothing. Just nothing.
Well, you know, sometimes people are going out just to party and have fun, but they have other things going on in real life. Like they have people they're dating or seeing. So it could be
they
that
just don't want to date him.
Some of these people you're targeting, but you know what they say? Everybody got somebody, though. And maybe sometimes when you're going out in that type of environment, it could be like just a fun girls' night out. We're going to flirt for the night, and then that's it.
Yeah, I be wondering if they think like, oh, the time was so good, he got too many girls, or like he got an F-boy or something like that.
An escort?
That's like one of my thoughts.
An escort?
An F-boy, not an F-boy.
Oh, I was like, whoa, an F-boy.
F-boy is not a good boy.
Do you ever try to talk to more than one girl at a function and maybe they know each other?
Sometimes.
But see, that's where you're going wrong. You're doing all that talking and you're not doing no scoring.
Oh my gosh,
that's the problem.
He's trying to get to know people.
Tell me how to score, Maino.
Like, first of all, just be yourself. Like, check this out. Like, what are some of the things that you saying to these girls? Because obviously you kind of like turning them off.
Nah, I ain't saying much. I'm just chilling, having a good time.
Well, you can't try to talk to too many girls at one party because a lot of times if we know each other, we'll be like, he tried to talk to me too. Oh, he tried to talk to me too. And then it's like, man, forget him. Especially early on, you know?
Well, I mean, how many girls do you talk to at one function when you...
I work the room, brother.
He works the room.
You understand?
But the other thing is maybe meeting people at parties isn't the best place if you're looking for a relationship. It can happen, but maybe you need to be in other types of settings.
Yeah.
Can he come hang out with you, Maino?
The museum thing is cool. Yeah.
Come to Chelsea House.
Chelsea House.
Yeah, pull up to Chelsea House.
All right, Los. Well, I
Wait,
wish...
tonight?
No, not tonight.
Okay, see, that's the problem right there. That's what got you left on red. Too thirsty.
That's why you're on red right there. You're too thirsty. Tonight. No.
I'm outside.
Fire, that's it.
I'm in the hallway. Look out the glass.
That might be it.
Yo, you pulled up on a girl like just like that. You just pulled up and just invited yourself.
Oh, a couple times, yeah.
See, that's what
okay,
happened.
yeah.
That's what happened. You can't do that.
Calm
Lo.
down.
Calm down, man.
Slow down a little bit.
Slow down a little bit.
All right, well, thank you, Los. 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through for Ask Ye. And when we come back, we have Senator Kevin Parker joining us, and he's going to talk about things that are affecting us nationwide. It's Way Up.
We about to do this. Yeah.
Yo.
More Way Up with Angela Yee on now.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I'm excited to have Senator Kevin Parker here with us today. Hello, Senator.
How you doing, Angela?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You've been a senator for how long now?
Only 21 years.
21 years. That is amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
First of all, I definitely see all the work that you do in the community. I've been at several of the events that you've had, but now there are some major issues and major things happening that definitely have to be addressed. And I want to hear from you everything that's been happening with the migrants that we have here. These are human beings, and so we have to make sure that we're not being inhumane. But then there are New Yorkers who are feeling like there are a lot of resources that are going there that people in New York could need, that are residents from here, that they're not being able to get. And so I just want you to clarify some things, because sometimes people feel like, why are we overlooking our own and making sure that people who aren't from here, who are here temporarily, are getting more resources than New Yorkers are?
No, absolutely. Well, first of all, let me begin by saying, as another Brooklynite, how proud Brooklyn is of you and all you're doing, both with your broadcast career as well as the businesses that you're establishing right in the community.
Thank you.
The first thing to know is that this is not a crisis that is kind of an organic crisis. This was a crisis that was created by Republican governors in Florida, Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott in Texas, who have essentially illegally been putting these human beings on buses and shipping them to cities, Democratic cities primarily, right? New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, D.C. It's horrible, but New York is not going to, turn its back on people, right? Neither the city or the state. And so we set the folks in, and we're just trying to figure out resources. There are a lot of things in place that makes it difficult. We have laws in place that says that when somebody comes in, you can't put them to work for 6 months. Right. A lot of these folks are in status, but are not on a path to citizenship or anything like that. So trying to figure out resources for them and space for them is a problem. And to be honest with you and transparent, the state needs to do more. There's more space in the state than there is in the city of New York.
Yes, I always think that too, because whenever I'm driving upstate, I'm like, but everybody's always like, not in my backyard.
Right.
Senator Kevin Parker is here. It is also an election year. So many important things we need to discuss.
We have in New York State and in New York City the third and fourth largest budgets in the entire country, right? The largest budget, of course, is the federal government's budget at over $11 trillion. And then the state of California, then the state of New York. If we were our own country, we'd be the 12th largest economy in the entire world.
Wow.
Right? And so there is money and there are resources. And if you look at what the mayor has done, there were a lot of problems with crime when he first started 2 years ago. There was a lot of issues around people with mental health issues on the street, people being menaced on the train. If anybody rides the trains, they know that the trains are much improved. You have not nearly gotten the kind of resources that we'd hope for from the federal government. And I think the state has not been as responsive as it needs to be. And certainly those are conversations that many legislators are having with the governor about finding space, because there's plenty of space upstate New York. And so there's a lot more I think that can be done, that should be done. But I think we've done a great deal with what we've had to this point. Simultaneously, we have been dealing with the mental health crisis.
Right.
We have been dealing with the issues around
affordable housing.
Affordable housing and we're not nearly done. But we are addressing those issues. Like now we're doing conversions. They sped up the process to convert commercial buildings into residential buildings. And so that'll be coming in online very quickly. And people who are in shelters, we're not talking about migrants, we're talking about New Yorkers who are currently in shelters, will soon be able to get permanent housing in that new housing that's going on.
So do you feel like that doesn't get discussed?
It doesn't. Not nearly as much as it should.
Why do you think that is? Is that
because there's an African proverb that says that a lie goes around the world twice before the truth gets out of bed.
Senator Kevin Parker is here, and we have a lot more to talk about when we come back. You got to make sure you get involved when it comes to local government. We discuss the importance of that. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo! More Way Up with Angela Yee on now.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and we are talking to Senator Kevin Parker. He is a senator in Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. Now we have to talk about policing in New York City and the How Many Stops Act that got overruled. Mayor Eric Adams tried to veto it, and they overruled him. So, Senator Kevin Parker, what is your stance?
Well, first of all, I'm a leader in the state on the issue of police accountability, right? After the murder of George Floyd, the state of New York was the first state in the entire country to pass a set of reforms around policing. And we passed a set of bills that were about 10 bills. 4 of them were mine. 2 others were issues that I actually began to work on, including reaffirming the right to record police and making sure that we have body cameras on state police, right? I believe that we need to have a police department that serves and protects, but does it with dignity and respect. And so this notion that we're going to have abolitionism or not have a police force, I think is just, absurd. But I think we simultaneously need to have a police force that, again, respects the communities. I have some legislation that hopefully will pass at some point. It creates a residency requirement for police officers. We also need to do a better job at not alienate the job as police and really recruit from our own communities to make sure that Black, Latinos, Asians, and women are part of our police department. Because again, you get different outcomes when you're policing yourselves, as opposed to now, which what we're signing up for is an invading force of white guys from Jersey policing us.
Right. Yeah.
And so the mayor understands that we need a strong police force. If you actually look over the last number of years, we've had less incidences of abuse by police, in part because we've passed those reforms. We also have people like Eric Gonzalez and Darcel Clark and Alvin Bragg who have shown that they are willing to prosecute police when they in fact cross the line. And I think that has made a difference in the way police
Do you think police should have to document every time they stop someone?
I think that the law that the city council passed makes sense. I think that it was more of a process issue between the city council and the mayor. It is now going to be the law of the city, being that the city council overrode the mayor's veto. Again, these issues are very, very difficult to kind of work out. We certainly don't want to impede police officers' ability to do their job, but we simultaneously need to make sure that there's enough accountability that we don't have abuses in the system.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Senator Kevin Parker. How can people find you again if they want to ask you any questions directly?
Yeah. First of all, you can always call my office, 718-629-6401.
We got to make that like a jingle.
Yes.
All right.
And you can always find me on social media at Kevin Parker NYC.
And we can show up at the office too, right?
Yeah, just pull up.
You can. I've seen people do that.
Pull up. Pull up. I'm there.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Senator Kevin Parker.
No, thanks for having me.
If you want to see the full interview, and there was a lot, you can go to my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. When we come back, me and Maino have the last word. It's Way Up.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Maino's in the building. It's a Friday. By the way, it is a holiday weekend.
Yes, it is.
So Monday's
What holiday is it?
It's President's Day on Monday.
What's president?
2 of them. Abraham Lincoln and George Washington.
That's right. That's right. Founding fathers.
That's not my father. But shout out to DJ Nick Navy. Okay, he'll be at Bar Shimmy tonight. Is that your DJ name?
Nick Navy Seale is his DJ name.
What is it? Is it just Nick Seale? I think we like Navy. Nick Navy.
We like Navy.
All right. Well, make sure y'all go check him out. Also, just so you guys know, next week I'm going to be in Miami. I feel like I haven't partied in Miami in a while, but it's a Sobe Wine and Food Festival. Shout out to Chef JJ Johnson. I'm going to actually be hosting with him for his cookout event that they do. We did that in New York, and it was amazing. So, you know, he likes to eat. So come on out and join us. I put the link in my stories, and Maino gets his own day next week, too.
That's
the ceremony.
right. The 23rd is happening. It's going down. Everybody's invited. The city gave me a day. We had Brooklyn Borough Hall, February 23rd. Oh, man, it's a great thing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And
Beautiful
shout out to Senator Kevin Parker for joining us today. You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel. But you know, it's all about you. 800-292-5150. Here's the last word.
Hey, Angela. My brother is engaged to a man, and before he was engaged to a woman, he spent more on rings for them than he has on me for my whole life. Have a good day. God bless you.
Hi, Angela. Hi, Maino. This is Jamie. I'm calling from the Bronx. I want to shine a light on my husband. Today is our anniversary. We've been married for 26 years. We've been together for 31 years. I just want to tell him that I love him, every bit of him from his head to his toe, and I want to wish him a happy anniversary and many, many more. Thank you.
Going way up with Angela Yee.